Hello, YouTube modeling community. That's right, it's the Fat Man from Alabama coming to you from Don's Garage. Well, let's do a little tire talk. As I've said in a few videos and earlier on this channel, wheels and tires, the paint, and the stance are the three things I shoot for when I'm building a model. I want the right attitude, so on and so forth. This is based more around the street rod, hot rod type stuff, wide white walls and such. Now here, the first set in line, these are from the Revell 29A model Roadster or the 30 Coupe. Just used the kit decals, kit wheels, and the kit hubcaps and trim rings. Cleaned the wheels up, painted them red. I'm going to do a little more detailed painting, I think, on the hubcaps. But just use the kit decals. Little Salva set, they settled down beautifully. Then a light coat of Tamiya flat clear over them. And bam, they're ready to rock and roll. I still got to, I'm going to lightly sand the tread pattern to give it a road on look. Simple, but a very effective detail to do. Again, stuff like this helps the attitude of the model. Let's get a little closer, see if it'll focus. And no focus. Okay, we'll bring them back here. There we go. But that's that set. Now, several years ago, I got to thinking about, I got some friends with various friends with vinyl cutters at home. One guy actually does it professionally. He does a lot of race car stuff and so on. So got to talking with him, and some of the older guys that may be watching this channel, you remember the old porta walls? It was basically a big chunk of rubber white wall that you would break down the outside bead, stretch this porta wall around the wheel, air the tire back up, and bam, you turn about any tire out there into a wide white wall. Well, thinking about that, I says, hey, let's see if we can get the vinyl, cut vinyl white walls. And this is before all the decals came out. My buddy, I sent him some measurements, and he cut me a bunch. And I mean, when I say a bunch, like that many. Every one of them's the rears and fronts for the tire that comes in the series of Revell 32 Fords. These wheels are from the 32 sedan, the Kelsey Hay wires. They come on a chrome tree. I stripped them, painted them, bare metal foiled the center cap, and the trim ring does not come in a kit. That trim ring is from the 2930A model. Fits like it's meant to be. That's the rear, and here's the front. I'm quite pleased with how they've come out. They're very realistic. I'm getting too close. There we go. Nice little simple, again, subtle details that work. Very, very effective. High impact, low cost. And not difficult to do. I mean, average modelers can do this stuff. Now, one issue I'm having with them, with the vinyl tire, trying to stick vinyl to it, they're trying to roll up in areas. Actually, that's not a good example. Here's one. You can see where the vinyl's turning up. Well, we've found a glue that should help. I'm fixing to get some and give it a shot. One of the things I do, if I'm in the mood to get to my workbench, but not in the mood to work on a model per se, I'll sit and do stuff like this. I'll pick out wheel and tire combinations, and do stuff like this. Build up stuff. Maybe there's not a project in mind, but I do something like this and all of a sudden a project comes to mind. Like these, you know, I can get, there we go. These wheels and hubcaps and trim rings are from the Revell 32.5 window, the Steelies. Again, painted the wheel red, did the white wall, added the hubcap and trim rings. There's a little black wash in the hubcap where it says Ford. Both the fronts and rears are done that way. Bam, I got a set of wheels and tires that could very well spark a project idea. This one, these are the tried and true torque thrust Ds that come in all the Revell 32 Fords. Now we got white wall ones. Very nicely, you know, just a good effect, again, at little to no cost. I got to thinking about that too the other day when I was kind of writing down the plans for this video and a few others. If you or your wife, sister, whoever has one of the Crickets, you can do this on those too. And actually the Cricket material I've looked at is actually thinner than the commercial type vinyl I used here. So and I have a good friend that has a Cricket, so we're going to play with that too. These are ways to kind of think outside the box to get the effect you're looking for, using household items, craft items, so on and so forth. Don't get me wrong, the aftermarket's great, and I have aftermarket stuff and plan on buying more. But the idea here is to cut my cost, I guess you could say, on certain things where I can turn, you know, buy the stuff I can't make or can't find here local at a craft store and make work. See, like case in point, here's a set of Pegasus wheels. These are the torque thrust, well, they're Chrome T's is their title for them. The 1923 combination. Now what I've done, those of you that know these wheels, which I'm sure pretty much all of you do, you know, they come chrome, you know, they're not, that's it, they're chrome plated, hence the name Chrome T's. What I've done here, we'll get this bad boy, see if we can get the focus a little bit. Alright, I've painted the spokes Tamiya's gunmetal. There we go. Alright, and the brake detail behind it, these are not the Pegasus brake rotors. These brake rotors are actually out of some late model Corvette, like a 2009 through 2012 Corvette, the AMT Showcase series. You know, the disc brakes are great looking once you show them a little love. I simply painted the rotor Tamiya's aluminum, if I'm not mistaken. Did a little black wash. Well, actually, I think I went around and drilled. It's got indentations for the vented rotors, but they're a little shallow, so I went in and re-drilled all them little holes. That was fun. Did a little black wash to set them off. Painted the brake caliper a simple red so you can see it through the wheel. Didn't do much on the backside. Again, I build shelf queens. I believe I had to open the center hole of the rotor up a little bit to get it to slide over the Pegasus post, but not much. There's a faint, you can see a little bit of the rotor hat here. I painted it red. Again, just give some color contrast. Fronts are done the same way. And if we can get it to focus, come on baby, focus for me. Well, there it is. Went in, touched up the lug nuts with a little bit of Tamiya chrome. I got a good looking set of wheels there that's going to go on a curbside project. I think these, I've got a 64 Ford Galaxy. I would love to put these on, but I've also got a 64 Oldsmobile that I thought about too. So kind of stuck. I may have to order a couple more sets of these and, you know, have two cars, same wheels. You know, works out pretty good. Here's the Pegasus don't remember what they call these, but anyway, they're chrome reverse with wide whites, or white walls. They're the small 14 or 13 inch wheel. This works good for smaller cars. I've got an idea of doing the 61 Falcon Ranchero with a set of these, lowered, old school lowrider type thing. There's a little touch on tires, some tricks to play with them that are cost efficient, and broadens your scratch. I wouldn't call this scratch building. This is just using what's available economically and getting a high impact effect. So again, thank everybody for watching. If this is your first time watching the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, let you know when a new video comes out. Fellas, hit the like button, drop a comment below. I love reading your comments, good or bad. Again, thank you all. My subscription numbers are still coming up, which I'm extremely grateful for. Let's see, we're at like 292. Let's see if we can, I'd like to see 500 here pretty soon. We'll do another giveaway. Well, that being said, folks, remember, live, love, and laugh, and build the model for you. Take care. This is Don. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.